just
it's
in a sentence nearly.
Japan now happens to be in the hands of a very kind of an ultra-nationalist government, prime minister, who is clearly trying to whittle away at Article 9, in fact, the pacifist article in the Constitution. I think it's a very bad thing. I mean, people in Asia have some memories of Japanese imperialism. There's also, for a long time in Japan, there's been kind of an underplaying of Japanese crimes in Asia. So the Yanaga was one historian, dissident historian, who fought hard to try to get the Japanese textbooks to at least include the facts. And there was some progress. Now it's going back again, like denying the Nanjing massacre, things like that. This incidentally was abetted by the United States. After the war, the United States simply took over Japan. There was supposed to be a Far Eastern Commission of all the countries that were involved in the war, but they were all kicked out. The U.S. ran it unilaterally. There was a peace treaty with Japan, San Francisco Peace Treaty, 1951. The peace treaty charged Japan with crimes. Take a look at it. The crimes began on December 7th, 1941. There were 10 years of horrendous crimes before that, but they didn't count because they were crimes against Asians, what George Orwell called unpeople. December 7th, 1941 was different. That was against people. The structure of the peace treaty was so outrageous that independent Asian countries simply refused to attend. Like India wouldn't attend. Ceylon attended because it was a British colony. The Philippines attended, they had to. But any independent Asians refused. Well, okay, that sets the basis. In fact, this famous reverse course in Japan in 1947, the U.S. essentially restored the traditional order and undermined the democratic elements in society. And that lays the basis in which Japan has been able to maintain these policies. And I think it's a pretty bad thing. It doesn't mean we should, praise China for what it's doing. A lot of what it's doing is, I think, pretty outrageous, like with regard to Vietnam, but that's a different question. But as far as Japan's backing off on its pacifist constitution, I think that's extremely dangerous.